Forget soul ties, soul knots. Why are all your homies dead? First off, check that phone. Also, they be weird. Even Sexy Red said, let it breathe. Let it breathe. They more than you. They know more than you. They know more tricks that you've never seen. I am officially the big sister that you've never had, so buckle in. I'm gonna give you lots of tips. All real, uncut, but very much coming from a place of love. I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me any questions that y'all want me to answer for this girl talk, and I also added in some that I just wanted to add in the video. We got a couple things. Well, we got plenty of things to talk about today. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. It'll be somewhere on the screen. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe too, because you subscribe to your big sis. What are you doing? When should I lose my virginity? Starting off strong, okay? So first things first, when you're ready is a simple, honest, straight, cutthroat answer. But to dive a little deeper, I would say I would be traditional and say wait till marriage for multiple different reasons. Risk of getting pregnant young, the risk of STDs, obviously, because these dudes is not telling y'all the real. They're not sitting in y'all face and be like, yeah, so let me break down. They're not doing that. They don't even ask their other partners. I've literally talked to boys before. I be asking them, like when they be bragging about how many girls, I be asking them, like, do you be asking them for their papers? No, they don't care about they self, and they sure not gonna care about you. So that's another reason. I feel like when you do things like that too early or too soon, you open up things within you. Like, this is just me being honest and real. Like, I feel like when I first lost it, I became almost obsessed. I feel like anybody that was my friend at the time knows, like, girl, she was because I was just doing things like that opens up other things, and I just feel like I became so obsessed with the person I did it with. Mind you, wasn't even my man. Whole nother story. To save yourself from that type of hurt, that type of pain, that type of anything that I just mentioned, just wait until you're married. There's literally walking testimonies and walking proof of why God says get married first. Obviously, if you're in a relationship, you know, you might want to do it. Make sure it's not because they're pressuring you, like, oh, just this, because just this turns into, oh, just do this too. It's never just gonna be one kiss. It's never gonna be one touch. It's never gonna be one lick, one finger, no nothing. Okay? Just keeping it real. They're going to go as far as you let them. If you know you're not ready, those things will stick with you. Trust me. I've had my moments where I literally like cried one time, like, oh my gosh, I regret that so much. And you can't take those things back. So really think about it. Just wait, take your time, don't force it, because it's not going nowhere. It's literally talk about every day. There is pride to take in being a virgin. Like, people try to make it seem like people be pick-me's or bragging. It's actually a pride. I wish I stayed one longer. So just take your time, really dive deep into yourself. Think about, is this worth it? Is this really how I want to lose it? Because most of the time people be having these romanticized versions of how they want to do it, and it don't be doing that. I'm gonna keep it real. I thought I was gonna be in like a beautiful home. There was gonna be some slow music in the background. No, I was in the back seat. Pads or tampons? I am a pads girl. I prefer pads because, first of all, less risk. I know y'all have heard of toxic shock syndrome. If y'all haven't, I'll put it on the screen. The only times I've worn tampons is when I was going swimming and I was on my cycle, or I was like doing a lot that day and I just didn't want to have to constantly keep checking. But even when I put on a tampon, I put on a pad too, just to like protect, or like a panty liner. So at the end of the day, I'm a pads girl. Honestly, you're gonna have to try out both to see what you like. When should I start dating? Now, I remember being back young when I was in middle school and people was having boyfriends. I was so jealous. Take your time, girl, with that one too, because these dudes is not going nowhere. They're always gonna be available. To can an event, honestly, all you gonna do is learn from it anyways. And I would take the young relationships with a grain of salt, because honestly, after middle school, high school, them couples don't be together. If you don't get into a relationship, don't think you're doing something wrong. Like, I know a lot of other people that haven't been in a relationship at my age, so don't trip. Everybody has their time, and it look cute, but it be a lot going on. Like, honestly, like, you go to school, you wake up at 8 a.m, you got to see them, y'all already had an argument, you mad the rest of the school day. Honestly, just save yourself from that trauma, girl. Do you recommend birth control? I do not recommend birth control. I have seen from multiple sides of the spectrum, pills, the shot, the thing that stays in your arm, whatever it may be. I do not recommend birth control. If it's stopping your blood from coming out, then where is the blood going? And then it turns into, when you're older trying to have kids, I've seen this multiple times, grown women would be trying to have kids and they can't because birth control messed up their hormonal balance or whatever. I would just say stay away from it. I was a gangster. I thugged them cramps out. I thugged the acne out. You gonna make it without the birth control, honestly. So I would just say stay away from it. If you're being sexually active, and you're scared you might get pregnant, use protection, but also like stop. That's the best birth control. Just stop. Just don't do anything. Don't do nothing freaky. And if you honestly feel like you can't fight the urge, first of all, pray, because you have to let that go. And then I still don't recommend birth control. It's just my personal opinion. So talk to your mama if you really feel like you really want it. Talk to your mother. But if you talking to me, I'ma say no. Dealing with older men, do you recommend? I wish girls at a young age would realize there's a reason why a 27, 25-year-old is messing with a 16, 17-year-old, and it's not because, oh, you're just so different, he can't find nobody like you. No, it's because women that are his age know how he is. They know he's gonna do nothing but play games. He be trying to manipulate them, and they not going for it because they too damn grown. Y'all 16, 17, whatever, even 18 sometimes, like if you fresh 18 and he grown and trying to mess with you, there's a reason. They get away with more with y'all. Like when y'all are at that vulnerable stage, y'all are young and all that stuff, they get away with more because y'all don't know enough. And at that age, girls, teens, boys, all of them, everybody think we know everything at that age. Kind of, we don't. They've seen more than you. They know more than you. They know more tricks that you've never seen. Your little 8th grade boyfriend could never do these tricks on you. Never. He's grown. He knows better. So if an older man is trying to talk to you, really don't think it's nothing special. Don't think you're one of them ones. Don't think you're a special entity. You're not. He's gonna play with you and he's gonna cause lots of trauma. Leave him alone. Messing with hood dudes. Every girl goes to the stage where she wants the bad boy, like a Stephen and Damon type of situation. Like you see the good boy, you see the bad boy, but you really just want the bad boy because he does something. He makes you excited. I've always liked the kind of like nerdy, quiet, gamer type. And most of them don't be hood for real. Like when they toting their guns and stuff and they money on Instagram, they're fake thugging. Like they're not really thugging for real, because the real thugs not posting nothing. They real low key. The hood dudes I'm thinking about is the ones that be having hella beefs. Always talk about on whoever they repping. Always on them. Always on the dead homies. Always this. Why are all your homies dead? First off, always that. Yeah, no. Stay away from them. Let's lay it out. You messing with the hood dude that's done hurt other people. Other people want revenge, so they're either gonna try to get to him, and if they can't reach him, they're gonna go to the next thing that he loves the most, which is his family, his mama, his brothers, sisters, or you, because you now have inserted yourself because you posting up with him on Instagram. You know they're gonna go for you. Boom, you're gone. Or it could be they know his car, because he make all his runs in his car. They know how his car look. They know how he ride, what he ride around in, all that stuff. They watching for it. You're riding in his car one day, with him, without him, either way you're riding in it. And they see that car, they shoot it up. Now you're going because you deal with him. Also, they be weird. They have nothing going for them. I don't care if they scamming and they making $2,000 a week from scamming off people. First of all, they're gonna get caught up soon. They're gonna be put under the jail soon enough. Then you talk about free my baby daddy, free my man. He's not getting free, babe. He's not coming home. All in all, don't mess with them. Fighting and drama. Yeah, that's kind of broad, but I guess it's thoughts on fighting and drama. Those people that think that's cute, they eventually grow out of it anyways. Or if they don't, they look like what they've been through. Many times in high school, drama had came to me. I was not starting drama a lot of the times. Drama would come to me because I was very much to myself a lot of times. But if it do come to you, just know how to act, know how to treat it. Don't be one of them posting on Instagram, because I know a girl like that to this day. Don't be one of them posting every little thing on Instagram, gassing it up, making it a bigger deal. You don't need to do all of that. If somebody got a problem, you could try to talk. If you can't talk, then just avoid them. And if it's where they trying to harass you and fight you, snitch. I don't care. You're not finna beat me up. You're not finna try to jump me. You're not finna try to get me to fight you. If I don't want to fight you, I don't want to fight you. Oh, they might call you a snitch, but at the end of the day, high school is not the end of the world. Middle school is not the end of the world. And if you're in elementary dealing with this, tell your mama to move you, because there's too much going on in the elementary school. Definitely don't be one of those girls that's extra loud. That's not cute. One of the girls that's extra loud, ghetto, always in somebody's face, always in mess, constantly being in drama, constantly wanting to fight. It's just real dirty looking. Thoughts on teen pregnancy. Okay, we said we was gonna get into this. Let's get into it. This day and age, it's very popular to be a young pregnant teen. Me coming from the household I came from, single mother household, my daddy was not there. Me coming from that, I would never want to have a child out of wedlock. I wouldn't want to do that. I want to be financially stable. I want to have a stable household for the child to be raised in. I wouldn't want to repeat cycles. Any tips on doing the deed? The only tip I really have is just to make sure you pee after. BV, UTIs, and STDs. Now, 2 of those I cannot help you with. I've had a UTI before, but from not drinking enough water. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it was a UTI. The doctor said it was a UTI, but every time a girl tell me about a UTI, she always says how painful it was. I didn't feel a thing. I didn't feel nothing. But just drink more water. With BVs, I guess, usually comes from people being unfaithful. And make sure he's not no dirty dude. Make sure he's not dirty. And I heard BVs can also come from being unfaithful and stuff like that. So really just check that phone. Check that phone. Check that phone. I mean, hey, because this is your health at the end of the day. I'm pro check the phone. If you not, baby, you can stay in the blue, stay in the dark. The blue. You can stay in the dark all you want, but I'm pro check the phone. Just do what you gotta do. STDs, another thing, don't trust these dudes. Get them to get tested before y'all get into the bed together. I think this is very it's very much needed. Okay, there was one time, this is before I had lost it, I think. Yeah, this was before I had lost it, and I was talking to this dude because he kept literally just looking back, that's all he wanted for real. But I was thinking about it, I was like, okay, yeah, maybe. But I was like, okay, can you get tested? And he literally got offended by me asking that question. And I never asked again. You know why? Because I wasn't planning on doing nothing with him. What are you getting offended for? Get tested. You don't want to see your results for yourself? You don't want to see this for yourself? If they acting funny about going to the doctor, whatever, don't even entertain them. But if you really serious about doing it and you really want to protect yourself, ask for a STD test. Especially if he has a past history of like being a HOE and messing with everybody out in these streets, get tested, girl. Drink lots of water, check that phone, ask for test results. There we go. Shave or wax? I've talked about this in my hygiene videos before, but I am pro wax it, rip it. Shaving is cool, I guess, but how frequent you have to do it, first of all, it does cause discoloration when you shave so much. It causes like to, you know, be a little darker down there. If that's something that you're not into, definitely think about waxing. You can get ingrown hairs either way, shaving or waxing, so that doesn't really waver anything. My biggest pro with waxing is that it lasts you longer. Who wants to be shaving every other week when you could just wax and not wax for a whole month? The more often that you wax, the less you need it. It hurt. Everything hurts when you wax. Underarms hurt, everything hurt. But it's worth it. Being confident during intercourse, I have no tips for you there. I'm sorry. Lights off. If it's about how you look, lights off. But if it's about like scent, like making sure that you smell, taste, whatever, good or whatever, just watch my hygiene video, for real. Eat good, drink lots of water, and it don't have to be no pineapples. Like, you're never gonna taste like pineapples ever in your life. I don't care what nobody says. No, you're not gonna taste like anything but a vagina. The hygiene routine and you'll be fine. You wouldn't have nothing to worry about, honestly. Thoughts on workers? Everybody's situation is different. I'm gonna reiterate that everybody's situation is different. Some people have been kidnapped and forced to stand on the corner. I feel like, and even I'm thinking more about strippers and OnlyFans and prostitution. So if you think about something else, I don't know. But with these, even people that have been through these different work genres or whatever, they will tell you themselves that these things take a toll on your mental health. The media will try to make these things look cute, like, oh yeah, like I made $3,000 tonight as a stripper, or I made, there's like 3 or 4 TikTok. I don't know if y'all been on that side. I've seen that side, and it's not cute. They look like what they've been through. It takes a toll on you. It takes a toll on how you look, how you feel, how you think. If you're doing sex work where people actually sleep with you too, that's a whole different ball game. You talking about soul ties? Forget soul ties, soul knots. Y'all is tied, knotted, all that stuff. Like, that takes a toll on your mental health. So I mean, the fast money seems appealing. Trust me, I've been there. I've thought about being a stripper and stuff like that, but I know me, and that's not for me. I can't be in no No, I can't mess with no hoodoo, and I cannot be in no club. I cannot be doing none of that. That's not my cup of tea. Fast money come with a price, and it's multiple different type of things that could be. Dealing with mean girls. I don't deal with them, but when I did deal with mean girls, like high school, middle school, middle school and high school, I dealt with them. My thing would be, first of all, keep your distance. Don't be trying to reason with them type of people. I'm gonna actually change the word mean to messy. Messy girls, don't try to reason with them. Don't try to talk to them. If they're messy, they're just messy and they want to stay messy. They're forever gonna be weird. Try to report it to somebody that has authority. Tell your parents about it. If they harassing you, bullying you, posting pictures of you, report it. Just let people know. We not finna do that Pretty Little Liars stuff, because the whole show Pretty Little Liars would have never happened if they just told an authority. But they didn't, and they kept getting harassed and messed with in text messages and all the kidnappings. No, let an authority know, so you don't have to go through this stuff alone. Let people know. I was always telling my mama stuff, and she was there by my side every time. Walked to the bus stop with me, watch, because like people will literally be miserable. Sometimes people will not like you for no reason at all. It won't make sense to you. Don't try to kiki back and forth. Okay, I'm gonna add something to this question, which the question is, when should I start dating? Avoid dating young also, because a lot of times when dudes is young, they're not looking for no wife. Let's be realistic. They're looking for somebody that they can let tickle they pickle for a little bit. People only want one thing from you. It's the difference between the dude that's actually trying to take you out and take you on dates versus the dude that's trying to link up at his house or link up in his car. Undergarment recommendations. I'll get my bras and stuff from Walmart a lot of the time, but panties, I feel like I'll get panties from like Rue 21, Shein, Walmart. Shop cute panties and ugly panties. Have your granny panties for your cycle. Have your cutesy panties for when you're not on your cycle. And I will also recommend, don't wear a bunch of lacy stuff all the time, because it's not good for down there. Down there needs to breathe. And surprisingly enough, when I seen lace as a young person, like lace looks like it has holes in it. You'll think you'll have a lot of breathing room, but it's very condescending. It's not as breathable as you think. And don't wear tight undergarments either. You can cause bumps, you can cause yeast infections, odor. Don't wear tight stuff down there. Let your look. What did Sexy Red say that? She said, even Sexy Red said, let it breathe. Let it breathe. Don't change yourself, because the world will make you feel like you're not good enough, or you're not doing enough, or you're not up with the times. You'll see girls your same age on TikTok dressing in promiscuous outfits and wearing pretty much bras and panties on the internet, and you'll think, oh, like I'm still wearing jeans and long t-shirts and big old hoodies, and like just be yourself. And there's many other ways to be a girl. I was known in middle school, but it wasn't known because, oh, like she's just so pretty. It was known because like I was like the darkest girl in school. One of the darkest girls in school. People would talk bad about me, make fun of me. Like being different will always seem like a bad thing, but then the world, as you get older, the older that you get, the more the world will seem like it's telling you to stay different. Either the world gonna fit into your bubble, or they not gonna be able to come in at all. Things that I was into then, I'm still into now, but instead of it being like unattractive, it's what makes me me. It's what makes me me. My goofiness, my love to read, my love for sciencey stuff, deep dive questions, and all that stuff that made me weird back then is what makes me me today, and people love it. So how to know when a friend is fake. I'm gonna just name some stuff I've been through. They still friends with somebody that you had a problem with. She messed with a dude that you used to talk to. Every time you mention the dude, she go right on and follow them, and now she all in his likes and stuff. Like I said earlier, if she's talking about her friend to you, she's probably fake, because she's telling your business to that other friend that she's telling you about. They just talk down to you a lot. I noticed that one too when I was younger. A lot of my friends at the time would always be like, shut up, or you ugly girl, or like stuff like that. Like little things are big things. Like I don't even play like that. I don't like people cussing at me to this day. Don't cuss at me. Don't call me no, don't say, girl, you ugly. They'll like try to laugh and say it. No, it's not cute. It's not funny. I don't find that funny. She only call you when she needs something. Oh, I heard this one before. I've never been through it, but I've heard this one before. When girls try to be friends with you just because you're pretty, because they want a pretty friend in their group, don't ever engage in no friendship like that. They not with you to be your friend. They just with you because it's aesthetically pleasing. When do I know when it's time to leave? You know it's time to leave a friendship when y'all no longer have things in common. You just feel like you've outgrown them. The relationship, I would say, you know it's time to leave when they do nothing but hurt you. constantly asking for things to get done and they never get done because they don't care enough to do it for you. Honestly, if you really sit and think, without sexual intercourse, where would we be? And if it's like nothing, time to leave, because that's a sexual relationship only, that y'all have nothing serious going on. If he cheats, if they cheat on you, leave. Don't be like these other people that's out here in this society saying, oh, like these days it comes with it. No matter how much people try to normalize cheating, it will not be a normal thing. One thing they'll do, they'll only learn how to do it better. They're not going to not cheat. They're just going to do it again and hide it better this time. Don't be a Chloe to a Tristan. Types of girls to avoid. But always avoid the girls that are boy crazy. And the pick Mishas, I feel like pick Mishas kind of go with boy crazy, but the girls that will do anything to stand out and have attention, they will put you under the bus and laugh at you and talk bad about you to people. Stay away from the people that always want to have something wrong with you. They always hollering, I'm depressed, I got anxiety, like it's always woe is me. Always woe is me in life. Everything is just, nothing is going right in their life. That's depressing. I don't know about y'all, I've been around somebody like that. That's depressing. And stay away from the girls that are not self-aware. It's always somebody else's fault that they do wrong in life. Those are all the questions that I got. So let me know if y'all have any other questions down below, because y'all know I'll be hooking y'all up. Take my advice with a grain of salt. There's always one exception to the rule. If you have anything else that you would like to ask me, comment it down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It'll be somewhere on the screen. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, and I'll see y'all babies in my next video. Deuces.